How to ask a girl out on a date in English. Even though asking a girl out on a date might make you feel nervous, there's nothing to worry about. Though you should treat anyone you want to ask out with respect, you might want to ask her out differently based on whether or not you know her. With a little preparation, though, you can confidently ask a girl out, and then you can move on to the next step, which would be getting ready for the date. Asking out a friend or acquaintance. Have an idea of where and when you want your date to be. Don't just tell her you'd like to hang out sometime. Ask her directly and include specifics. Have backup ideas in case she doesn't like a certain type of food or is too busy on a certain date. If she shoots down multiple invitations without suggesting alternatives, she is probably not interested. Many women have a hard time directly saying no to a date or maybe trying to spare your feelings. Dinner at a not-too-fancy restaurant is a good choice for a first date. Ask her in person. While it may be tempting to ask her out via phone, text, or the internet, doing so will block vital nonverbal communication. These indirect approaches can lead to miscommunication that may ruin your chances at a romantic relationship. Instead, simply ask her the next time you see her. When you get a private moment, ask her by saying something like this: "I was wondering if you were free this Friday night. I'd like to get together just the two of us and check out that restaurant. Are you interested?" If you rarely see her, then asking her out through a call or message may be necessary. A sample message you can send would be, "Hey, this is Bob from science class. You seem like a really cool person, and I'd like to get to know you better. I was wondering if you'd like to go to that restaurant this Friday at around 6 p.m. Go to a mutual friend for help. If you're still struggling to ask her, try asking a mutual friend of yours for some help. Your friend may have some tips or insights about what she likes. Your friend may also be willing to help set you up or in some other way help you to ask her out. Even though a mutual friend may make things easier, do not expect your friend to ask her for you. To broach the subject, try saying something like this to your friend: "Hey, you know Nina? I kind of want to ask her out. Has she said anything about me? Do you think she'd be interested?" Make your intentions clear. You don't have to explicitly tell her this is a date, but don't disguise your feelings. If she asks about it being a date or your attraction to her, be honest. Trying to play it cool by pretending to not be romantically interested in her will probably backfire. Asking out a stranger. Avoid doing anything that makes her feel pressured or unsafe. Don't approach a girl walking alone on a deserted street at night. Likewise, don't ask a girl out if she is somehow trapped with you in a location, such as elevator or cornered in a room. A good way to make her feel safe is to talk to her with other people nearby and visible. Don't make any kind of physical contact unless she does so first. A quick way to make her feel threatened is to invade her personal space. Introduce yourself politely. Try making eye contact before greeting her. Tell her your name and give her a non-vulgar compliment. If she responds in kind with her name and a reciprocal compliment or expression of gratitude, mention wanting to get to know her. Something you could start with would be, "Hey, I really like your shirt. Its color is great." Then wait for her response. Follow up with, "My name is George, by the way." If she ignores your greeting, it's best to back off. If she seems receptive and neither of you are in a hurry, feel free to have a longer conversation. Give her your contact information. While most guys think they're supposed to ask a girl for her phone number, it's best to offer yours first. This takes a lot of pressure off of her and may make her more open-minded about your offer. Write it down on a scrap of paper instead of insisting she record it in her phone, which can be seen as creepy and manipulative. If she's interested, she will likely volunteer her phone number or email without you needing to ask. An example of something to say when offering her your contact information would be, "So it was great meeting you, but I need to get going. I really enjoyed talking to you and would like to get to know you better. If you feel the same, here's my number." Call, text, or email her the next day to set up a date. If she's given you her contact information, don't play mind games or expect her to make the first move. Ask her to dinner at a specific restaurant with an idea of the day and time. Have a few backup options in case she is genuinely busy or averse to a certain food choice. An example of what to write or say would be, "Hey, this is George from yesterday at the library. I was wondering if you'd be free Friday night around 7 o'clock. There's this Chinese restaurant called Shinchin I've been meaning to try, and I was hoping you might be interested in joining me." If you'd rather go somewhere else or you're busy, let me know what would work better for you. Thanks. I look forward to seeing you again soon. If she doesn't return that first call or shoots down multiple offers without suggesting alternatives, she may not be interested in dating. Even if she seemed into you before, people can always change their minds. Respect her decision and move on. Remember that the worst thing that can happen is that she says no. That may sound like a cliché, but it's an important fact to keep in mind when asking out a girl you don't know. Striking out with someone you have an established relationship with can inject some awkward moments into your life for some time. An advantage of asking out that cute girl you just met at a coffee shop is the lack of outside social pressure. Keep this in mind to boost your confidence. Understanding body language. Pay at least as much attention to what she's doing as what she's saying. Properly reading body language is vital to asking a girl out, whether she's a stranger or a friend. This will help you to gauge whether she's interested before you even start talking. While researchers disagree about exactly how much body language plays a role in human communication, most agree that it is significant. Look at her eyes. Keep your eyes on her face and see if she returns her gaze. If she won't look you in the eye for very long or is constantly looking elsewhere, there is a good chance that she is not interested in a date. Remember that there are a few reasons why she may not keep eye contact even if she's romantically interested in you. She may have vision problems, social anxiety, autism spectrum disorder, or some other condition that may make nonverbal communication difficult. Check her posture. If she is interested in you, she will likely face in your direction while keeping her arms open and unfolded. Signs that she's disinterested include crossed arms and a hunched posture. Keep context in mind. If it's a cold day, don't assume that a girl crossing her arms is communicating disinterest. Likewise, if you're standing in the only exit of a room, don't mistake her facing in that direction as a sign of interest in you. Lastly, I have some tips for you which is very important. Don't let an additional friend or two tag along on your date. This would quickly change the dynamic from first date to just another friendly get-together. If she asks about bringing someone else, emphasize that you want to hang out as just the two of you. If she insists, then there's a good chance that she doesn't want the occasion to be a date. There will be plenty of time to hang out with friends as a couple further along in your relationship. She may ask something like, "Would it be okay if Sarah tags along?" Respond with, "I really want to hang out with just you that night." If a girl seems busy or in a rush, it isn't an appropriate time to ask her on a date. The most important thing you can do is to simply be confident and straightforward when asking her out.